Hello world! This is a quick beautify your city how-to style video that is all about bridges. Today's quick tip is all about using the Move It and Fine Road Tools mods to beautify your bridges, making them look clean and tidy. Let's take a look at what's going on with the bridges in the city of Monakerton. Let's start with a pretty common problem and a very easy fix. This train is happily demonstrating what can happen sometimes when you're building either a railroad track or roads over water, and you kind of build segment by segment. Sometimes it can get really wonky. Do you see the below is a nice example of a straight, even bridge, and the above is really whack. This is the easiest fix ever. The Move It mod is down here in the bottom right, you will find it. And this tool lets you select a single item, be it a single tree, be it a single length of road or track, or a single node. The circle is the node. What we want to do here is we want to select every node that is not at the height that we want it to be. So in this case, keep your eye on this being nice and level, right? So we're going to leave that. We like that. So we're going to select this node. Okay, it's clicked, it's selected. Then we hold down the shift button. So I'm holding shift right now. I'm also selecting this node. I'm still holding shift and I'm also selecting this node. So now I can let go of shift. I have 3 nodes selected. So now I press Control H, and then you'll see the white happens, so that's how you know you did what you're supposed to do. And now I want to select a node or a segment of road that is the level, the height that I want these to be at. So I want them to be at the same height as this guy. So I'm just going to click it. Bam. How much better does that look already? And then we come over here and we can see that this is a nice straight line already coming down to this level, and that's because the land slopes down. So we're going to leave it like that because that looks like a nice straight line. So that's it. That was such an easy fix. So let's undo it and redo it. These are the 2 differences. If you didn't know, with Move It mod, you can Control Z to undo something, Control Y to redo something, and you can see the easy difference. Okay, next. Now, let's try what we've just learned here. This looks pretty strange, doesn't it? So I want all of these 3 nodes. Notice I'm pressing shift, and now I'm going to Control H. I want them to be at this level, don't I? Oh God, look at them go. It looks horrible, doesn't it? That's not what we want to accomplish with this. So the next thing we're going to learn is combining the Move It mod, what we just did, with the Fine Road Tools mod. So we're going to leave what we just did. We're going to find this road. This is the 2-lane industry road. So we're going to find it, please. Select it, and then we are going to come over here to the Fine Road Tool mod. If you click that bad boy, it brings this up. And these 3 allow you to force the type of the road, is how I'm going to describe it. So if this is selected, it will place down the road as the vanilla game would normally place it. If this is selected, it will make the ground rise up to where you are placing the road. Not what we want. What we want in this case is the next one. Elevated forces the use of elevated pieces if available. And if available just means if that road can elevate, because there's some roads that can't. So we're going to do that. We're just going to use our upgrade road button, and then we're going to click it. And the land will go back to normal because it got borked on the way here. And how much better, if we escape out of everything, does that look? Done. Let's come back to our train tracks and revisit the Fine Road Tools option mod. If we come to train tracks, where do you get train tracks in this game? here we go, train tracks. The Find Road Tools mod becomes available again. So I just want to demonstrate that you can use it for another advantage, I suppose. You see how this bottom train track has the cool over, don't hurt me, you know, bars. I don't know what those are called. They're pretty though. But this one doesn't. So wouldn't it be great if they looked the same? So we're going to do the upgrade track again. And this forces the use of a bridge piece if it's available. So let's see if we like the way that that looks. You know, it's not the worst, but it is odd that it doesn't just continue forever. So we can go back to the non-bridge yet still elevated piece. And we can do that here, and we can even do it down here. And I just wanted to demonstrate that that's something that you can play with bridges. I typically would suggest having them look the same, but maybe it's because I've had it look this way for so long. I might actually like that better. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, after all. Let's give one more example of how the Move It mod can be useful to make our bridges look the way that we want them to look. We are going to focus on this small short bridge down here, and it's kind of wonky for one, and the land is kind of wonky and things are just looking strange. So let's do what we've already done. Let's make this node, and we'll do this node as well. Let's Control H and make them the same height as over here. Okay, I like that it's flat. That's good. But what I want you to notice is the bridge piece compared to the non-bridge piece. It starts kind of stuck out here, right? And it ends stuck in over here. And to me, I don't like that way that looks. So we're going to do the same thing in selecting a node with a single selection. We're going to select just this circle. Make sure you don't have both selected. And we're just going to drag and move it. And this poor van is going to be hurt potentially along the way. And it's going to go up, but we know how to fix that. What I want to do is I want to align it with the river bank edge. And now let's Control H and move it back down to where it should be. And that looks a lot better, doesn't it? The other thing you can do is the exact same thing over here. So let's let this guy pass so we don't mess his day. But let's select this node now, and let's scooch it closer to the edge of the river. And because this is a bridge piece, it's not going to muck with the land too awful much. And what we will do, because yeah, you'll see it went back down again. But hey, we learned a thing. Control H. Let's wait, let these cars by. It just feels polite, you know. And bam, we'll bring it up. Wonderful. Now you'll see it does do this cool thing with the land. That's going to be the next episode on how to clean up the land around it. But right now we're focusing on the actual bridge part. I think that looks much better than it did before. Now let's put everything we've learned to the test. What you will see here is two bridges with the exact same road type. It's the 3-lane highway that comes in the vanilla game. This one in the back here looks beautiful. It's great. It's straight. It's flat. It's nice. This one in front, I don't know what happened to it. We must have, you know, taken the road and gone plunk, 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 plunk. Because when you do that, instead of just starting here, ending here, these weird things can happen. So there's a couple things we need to address. We will save the adjusting of the height of the nodes for the next step. What I want to figure out first is how to get this bridge here as well. Now what you'll notice is when we go back through our steps, we select the road, we select upgrade, and we go over to the bridge piece. It does this, which can be pretty obnoxious because sure, let's upgrade this one, and you would think that this would just flip around. No, this is what we end up with. So there is a solution. It's pretty straightforward. Let's pause the game. We will delete both of these segments in question. And instead of upgrade, we're just going to draw a new one. But the focus, the important thing is to remember that we have the bridge mode chosen. So we'll start here, we'll end here, and look at It did it. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I could shed a tear. Next, why don't we get the nodes in line with one another? So let's see how far over the damage goes. It looks like it normaled out over here. Absolutely is a word. And it looks to have normaled out about over here. So why don't we take all of these nodes that are whack. So this guy, hold shift, this guy, hold shift, this guy, hold shift, this guy. We're going to control H. And why don't we make them all the same height as this guy? That looks so much better. We'll just do a quick peek side by side. Things look pretty good, don't they? So the final thing that we want to do is, as nice as this looks, I feel as though it would look much nicer if this was next to this, you know, the vertical poles, and same thing over here. And that is as simple as it seems. So we're going to select just this node. And here's something you want to look out for. If I were to just click, you know, all willy-nilly and select this, if I try to move it, you know, I mean, cool, it just does that. So Control Z, let's undo that. You want to make sure you're selecting the circle that is the node, and then let's scooch it along, and you just kind of have to use your eyes and focus and make it happen. Move the camera as you need to. Looks fine. This looks really whack though, doesn't it? Let's do this other section here first, and then we will adjust the middle, and we might just be done. Looking good? I like it. I like it. Now let's get this node in line with this node. Whoa! Okay, let's do better. Let's do better. Wow. I don't know why or how that happened, but hey guys, guess what? Control H. Make it happen. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think I like it. Now this bridge is slightly lower than this bridge, but that's how I want it. When you're looking at it from the side, I like that slight difference. If your preference is to have them all be at the same height, you know what to do. Grab these, Control H, bring them up here. I like it like this. So you can fiddle with these, adjust them as you need to. I don't think I have this completely straight this way, but that's just a matter of not being blind and having a steadier hand than I do, but that's how it's done. Let's take a look. Doesn't that look a heck of a lot better than it did when we started? Let's come along. We'll let these guys move. Let them fly on down. Yes, he made it. He made it. He touched down. We'll check out the bridges as we look back. They look so much better. They look so much better. So there's just your quick tip for using the Move It mod and the Fine Road Tools mod to make your bridges do more of what you want them to do. Your preference is your preference for how things look, but now you know how to achieve the way that you want things to look.